Alright, this is a weekly reading for Libra. Your two songs are going to be Imagine Dragons, Thunder, and of Mice and Men, Mushroom Cloud. So there could be a bit of an explosion, a bit of a storm brewing, a bit of shock, or a tower moment, according to the songs that I channeled. So it could be a bit of a challenging week for you. Okay? So let's get with the first card, which is going to be your week as a whole, which is the High Priestess in reverse. So belief of one's own correctness, lack of understanding, selfishness, and poor judgment. So there could be a point where you think you're right, or a point where you think somebody else is very wrong on a case, or maybe they don't have all the facts. Maybe you don't have all the facts. Maybe it's just perception that's very different between two different people, or yourself, or somebody else. So there's a lot of debate here of who's right and who's wrong. So there's going to be a lot of misinformation or miscommunication, or something that's going awry. I feel like there's a lot going on and you might only know very little. You just might know the tip of the iceberg, and the rest of the iceberg is underneath the water. It's submerged. So there might be a little bit of a delay in information, or you might not know the whole story. Okay? So just be aware of that. Okay, put that over there. And then we have number 2, which is something unexpected that will arise with the Chariot. The Chariot is body and soul pushing towards a common goal. Possibility, too much speed towards a goal, without the actual end firmly in sight. Urgency, turmoil, revenge, let's see, an inability to focus on minor details to corroborate a big picture. So, like I said, there might be somebody who's misinformed. It could be you or somebody else. But there's two different perspectives going on here, I feel. Okay, so number 3, we have how to stay grounded and balanced. We have the Fool in reverse. So the Fool in reverse is no decision at all, faltering in a quest, not caring if a decision is reached. So there's going to be a bit of struggle here that's kind of like you're just throwing your hands up, because really it doesn't matter. I feel like there's very little substantial foundation here on this thing. It could be in a relationship, it could be in a personal thing, or it could be in a discussion that you kind of throw your hands up and say that it's not mattering because it's not really fixing the problem. So, like, this could be kind of a, you know, just whatever type of thing. It could be just to make conversation or to bounce ideas off somebody, but it's something that's kind of just left in the root of the problem, or in the root of the situation, where it doesn't really matter if a solution is reached or it's kind of debated or anything, because it's of little circumstance or consequence. Okay, it's just a fundamental what if, you know. See, number 4, important emotion you will feel this week. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So, false heart, violence within the home, petty jealousy, rivalries, and loss of a friendship. So, you might be going through it. You might have lost a friend to death, to suicide, or just from departure. Maybe this person that you're missing moved to a different state, country, or like they're abroad for some reason, or they just might be separated from you. It just might be you're on different schedules or something, and you really miss your friends. So there could be that too. So you just might be going through emotions, or you might just feel a little bit lonely at this moment in time where you can't bounce ideas off your friend, or you're kind of wondering what went wrong in your relationship with said friend. So there could be a lot of debate here. So let's see. Number 4 in the number 5 situation. So something that will inspire you. So number 4 is the key. So nearby a certain algae of success, but if surrounded by unlucky cards, it could be illness. So your friend could be going through an illness. So the 4 of Wands is best of home and hearth, ward off of evils, romance and unexpected happiness, prosperity, peace, tranquility, a achievement of a dream that leads to wealth and or happiness, count country life, rest after a great struggle. So there could be a bit of relief here. Also, it could be a bit of a acknowledgement that you know, miss this person, or this person could connect with you at some point or another during the week. So it just could be like you need to reach out in order to see what's going on with this friend of yours that hasn't been in contact with you in a minute, you know, and just find out what's going on so that you all can hang out, or, you know, whatever the case is in your relationship. So it could be a romantic relationship or a personal one where you know, there's emotional connection here. So it could be romantic or personal. So we have number 6 with how your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So loss of material wealth, inability to gain wealth, encountering a loss of a charitable person. So there could be somebody in your life who's very forthcoming with information, or just like really nice. Maybe they helped you out of a situation where maybe you couldn't pay rent or something, and like this person's very like very nice in that fashion. So this person might have, you know, moved away, or they might be doing missionary work or something, but this person kind of, you know, is doing their own thing, and you might, you know, miss your friend, but you know, like they're doing some cool stuff, or they might be doing some things that are, you know, forwarding their career. You know, it could be that type of situation. Okay? So, number 7, how to best support yourself this week. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is, let's see, academic tradition, a scholar, love of new, stable, loyal within boundaries, a do-gooder. So there's, like, you could start doing what your friend used to do, or the person that you admire. Could be doing, you know, that type of work, so you're going to do that type of work in order to feel closer to them, which I know a lot of people do that. They take on characteristics of people they admire long term, so like they can kind of have that feeling every time that they do charitable work or they do something selfless. They feel closer to that person. So that could be you this week. So let's see. We have, when you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you. I'm leaving to travel, but I ain't got wings to come down from the hardest things. Okay? So you might be going through a lot of kind of heady type of things. You might be like, oh, but I miss this person. They're always on my mind. So it's that type of thing. So day-to-day issues. You might be dealing with money issues. You might be dealing with financial issues, food issues, stuff like that, where you're kind of stressing out or depressed, where you're not getting sustenance or you're not getting sleep. or you're not really feeling like you're achieving much. I feel like there's a block here. Definitely for your own self-awareness. So there might be a bit of that where self-care could be a bit of an issue right now. So you might not be eating, you might kind of feel like it's, the end of the world. But I feel like you need sustenance in order to be at your best, okay? So take time to yourself if you need to. Take self-care days, eat, hydrate. If you need to, exercise. I know some people, they like to exercise because they get endorphins. That will help them be happier and achieve more and feel like they're accomplishing a lot. So you might want to do some exercising. But, maybe you like meditating. You can meditate or try yoga, or Tai Chi. I know some people do Tai Chi. Some people were in my DMs talking about it, actually. It's pretty neat. I want to try it, actually. So you might want to do some stuff like that, or just do your own thing where you journal or write, or you write a book about your experiences or life or memoirs or whatever. It's just a change of pace. I feel like your mind's going like 1,000,000 miles per minute, so you might need to journal, which is always good to get all your emotions and stuff down on paper and word it how you want to word it, because nobody's looking over your shoulder saying, oh, you need to write it like this. But I feel like you might need that just to put it all out on some type of paper or some type of canvas. But yeah, I just feel like you're going through a lot right now, and you might need just the sheer need to put it out somewhere, put it out to the world. So it could either resolve itself, or it could be out of mind, out of your system, okay? So, Libra, I feel like, it's going to be emotional for you this week. You might have a little bit of depression, you might have a little bit of anxiety, but I feel like you are going to get through this, but you just had to change your perspective. You might have to journal, you might have to de-stress, you might have to exercise, you might have to eat something. But I feel like you are actually kind of going on a kind of bender of like stopping yourself from doing certain things, which isn't really the most healthiest things, but I feel like you're in like a very like disappointed spectrum of your life, so there could be a lot of stuff going on there or in your life at the current moment where you can't keep track of basic needs, okay? So hopefully you do get food and water and hydrate and all that, and you feel like achieving at least little things. You could do little crafts or little drawings or something, but do something that you feel is necessary for your own well-being, okay? Because I know with me, I kind of draw little pictures of birds and flowers and stuff, and I tell my mom they're counting cards, because I can count how many times I got bored or anxiety or depressed, because with my depression I kind of have to do other things in order not to fall into patterns of depression, or kind of going through different mind traps. It's not good, and I don't want to be that person. I know how I want to feel, but sometimes you just get into patterns, or you think about something and it gets you into a spiral, okay? So it's good to write down things, it's good to draw things, it's good to have counting cards like I do. But, yeah, you do have to find your own thing in order to systematically get rid of bad thoughts or anxiety or emotions that could potentially be harmful if not, resolved in a, crafty or artsy way. Okay, so I feel like it's necessary to at least write down feelings or write down just things you see outside your window, like birds, squirrels, crows, whatever you have outside at the moment that you feel a little triggered or a little upset or depressed. You know, it just helps so that you know that other things are outside of your own thought process, because some people blur over those and then they can't handle things and resolve things. Okay, so anyway, Libra, hopefully, you know, you accomplish at least one thing this week. Maybe counting cards, so that you can have, you know, something to look forward to. I feel like counting cards actually help me achieve my, you know, videos and my writing and other things. I have been writing music again. They're kind of interesting. They're kind of jazzy, I would say, but yeah, really fun. So, you know, you might want to write music too. I don't know. But, you know, find something that you like doing and something to keep your mind off of bad thoughts so that you feel better, okay? Doesn't have to be like craziness. You can watch movies, you know, it's a binge watcher's paradise. But, you know, do something that you value and that you feel like, you know, you can proceed to the next thing. Alright? So, anyway, Libra, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. And you find, you know, a artsy release or some type of context that will help you out with any negative thoughts. Okay? Anyway, later. I'll see you in the next reading, alright? Bye.